Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we're discussing probably the supporting game of the week, Alabama versus Texas. And again, if you don't know this, I'm not the best person when it comes to the idea of I'm going to name players, I'm going to name stats all off the top of my head. I'm more of an eye test type of person than anything else. So I'm going to tell you what I saw before and what I think is going to happen this time based on what I saw before. Last year, very close game. Alabama versus Texas. It was a 1-point win for Alabama off of a game-winning field goal by Will Reichard, and people really forget how close this game truly was. And the main thing that came from this game was that this Texas team with Quinn Ewers has a lot of potential, but Quinn Ewers got hurt, so with a shoulder injury, and because of that, we couldn't tell what's going to happen if, let's say hypothetically, if he actually played the rest of the game. What would have happened was he looked great in the first quarter, but then he got hurt because Dallas Turner, I think I called roughing the passer for the hit he had on him. But yeah, that's what it's looking like there, and a lot of Texas fans were upset because of that stuff. And you have parts of that game that you could tell that they really just missed Quinn Ewers, because Hudson Card wasn't bad, he just got hurt, even his ankle injury, so he wasn't that mobile, so he can use mobility. And Storing was not as good as Quinn Ewers was, unless they're wide open, which I bet any quarterback in college football can make the throws that Hudson Card was kind of making. They weren't great throws, but they were open. He was hitting them, which is good enough. But against Bama, you're not going to have many opportunities like that. But main thing for Texas that they don't have, that they had last year, they won't have this year, is Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson did not play terrible against against Bama, but he didn't play that good because Bama's defense is very good. Like last year, less for run defense at least. You have to be a very good run team to be able to beat Bama through the run. So this year they're not going to have him on the team, which is going to be a big difference. He's one of their best players last year, and because of that, they will probably rely on the pass a lot more. But if Quinn Ewers is able to stay healthy, then that's the main thing. Quinn Ewers is the reason that they probably lost the game last year, because he couldn't finish the game. But you got two main weapons out there for Texas, in my opinion. That is Xavier Worthy, who looks very good, has high potential, and is willing to do a lot for the team, just going deep wise, short passes, taking deep. He's a big play threat. And also A.D. Mitchell, coming from Georgia. He scored pretty well at Georgia, actually. He made a lot of plays, and he might make a lot of plays in this game. He's used to playing them. He's probably played them twice already, so this is not like an unfamiliar thing. He's played this team before. So this team's not going to be just blatantly coming into this game. Steve Sarkisian, I'm pretty sure, is actually from Alabama, their college football team. So this team is not going to be new to this scenario, but something might be new for some of them is playing at Alabama at night. That is not a fun place to play at. It's definitely not easy, and it's not going to be just a walk in the park at all. You're going to have to earn it. Everything in between you're going to have to do. For Alabama, though, you're going to have a couple things that you had last year that you're not going to have this year. Main one, Bryce Young. Bryce Young made a lot of great plays that game. That some of them were bad plays, but a lot of them were good. That play that he was able to avoid that sack at one point and roll out. He got about 15, 20 yards off of a play that probably shouldn't end up being a sack, but it wasn't. Late in the fourth quarter, and putting them in position to kick the game-winning field goal. So they did a lot of things bad in that game against Texas, but Texas caused a lot of that too if they're pass rush and a consistent good rush defense. So if they can do that this year, this is going to be a very tough game for Bama, because their attack is running the ball. And if you don't know anything about this Jalen Milroe guy, he can run. He is a very good runner, and that's going to be come into a big thing today, because he's not the best thrower. He's not like the Mac Jones, the Tuas, the Bryce Youngs, but he's not bad either. He reminds me a lot of Blake Sims, a faster Blake Sims. He could make the throws. He's just not great, at least not for this team. And the bar is very high for them too, extremely high for a Bama quarterback, because you've had Jalen Hurts, Tua, Mac Jones, and Bryce Young all in a row. That is a high bar for you actually have to live up to. And if he can, then oh my gosh, the team's crazy good. But I just don't believe that yet. And it's going to be tested because I don't think this defense is bad at all for Texas. And when you look at what Bama has that could beat Texas, first thing it thinks of is going to be the run game led by Jason McClellan's 300 monster in the backfield. Jason McClellan's the main guy. And the main things that I've looked at throughout this three-man group is that I don't see right now a great running back. And I mean great for Bama standard running backs. Because you look at the past teams that did not have those great type of quarterbacks. You had Derrick Henry, Trent Richardson, and Mark Ingram as the main backs. And those college teams, and those college running backs, I think two of them were Heisman winners, and one of them was a Heisman finalist. And I think the Heisman finalist was Trent Richardson. Pretty sure. And because of all this stuff, that led them to be able to open up the field a bit, off of play action, off of RPOs, and run those type of plays. So they can get people downfield easier because the run game is so highly respected that you have to play up. You can't just put anyone. You can't just leave single coverage on the outside though, because you have deep threats. You had the Julio Jones. You had the Amari Coopers of the world, and a couple years ago, arguably the best receiving core ever that they had with the Henry Ruggs. Yeah, that situation went downhill. And Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, and Devontae Smith all on the same team. That is an absurd group to have. So them as a team is going to be very tough to guard. And I think more important than anything else is that this defense for Bama can either be very good or very bad. You've seen this team hold Mississippi State to like 7 points. We've also seen them let Tennessee go for 52. So this team is a little bit iffy when it comes to the actual play of their defense. This year, they hopefully play better. If you're a Bama fan, I hope you play better. You don't have Will Anderson, though. And that was the back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year type of award for college football. So this is a huge thing that they're going to be losing. And you kind of look at this and it's like, okay, this is going to be probably looking like a close game. I'd agree with that idea. And I thought Texas's crowd made a big difference last year. They're going to be on the road. What type of, is that going to make them feel a bit off about this game? Who knows? My score prediction is right now, I got the game being, I have it being 28-24. And if I had to pick a winner, I'd pick Alabama. Because I think at home, they've not lost at home since LSU, I'm pretty sure. And that was the best team, arguably, ever. So, team's not easy to beat at home. So, I'm excited for this game. I think Texas has a legitimate chance, but I think Bama at the end of the day will end up winning this game. I think Milroe will be a little bit too much for this team to handle because it's not really much as passing, that's the thing. It's just running, that's the thing. And I think that will mess with them a lot. And this is their only SEC game I think they have this year, Texas, before they actually have to come to SEC the following year and play these teams on a consistent basis. I don't think they have to play Bama, though. I don't think they have to play Alabama. I think they have to play Tennessee, though, which would be, hey, from the Rocky Top. Yeah. Hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, all. Put in the comments what you feel about this. Hit the like button, whatever. If you like this video. Yeah, that's what it's meant for. Hit the subscribe button. Any support for the channel helps. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, y'all, and God bless y'all.